We've all been there, right? We've all felt the sting of hurtful words. But what if that pain could actually be a catalyst for some real, meaningful growth? Well, in this explainer, we're going to walk that exact path, from hurt to healing. And we'll focus on practical, powerful ways for you to reclaim your strength and rebuild your inner world.
And that's really the core idea we're starting with today. See, this isn't just about getting over something painful. Nope. It's about using that experience as the very foundation to become an even stronger, more resilient version of yourself. It's a true process of transformation.
So first up, we have to understand exactly what we're dealing with. Let's break down the very real impact of hurtful language and really dig into why those words can cut so deep.
Now, what's really key to understand here are those two words, pattern and control. This isn't about a one-off argument, or a single mistake someone feels bad about later. We're talking about a repeated dynamic where words are literally used as a tool to make one person feel powerful and the other person feel small.
If you've ever been on the receiving end of this kind of pattern, any of these feelings probably look really familiar. And I want to be clear, these are not signs of weakness. They are the natural, totally expected emotional consequences. It's just your mind and your heart reacting to being under attack.
All right, so we've identified the problem. Now let's pivot to the solution. The first and maybe the most important stage of recovery is all about the internal work, that process of healing your sense of self from the inside out.
It's the big question, isn't it? After your confidence has been chipped away, where in the world do you even start? Well, the answer is, with small intentional acts of self-care. It really does begin with you.
And this is brilliant because it lays out some really practical starting points. These aren't huge, overwhelming tasks. For example, practicing self-compassion. That literally calms your body's threat response. Or setting and achieving a small goal, something as simple as making your bed. That gives your brain a little hit of dopamine, creating a positive feedback loop. Every single action sends a powerful message to yourself. I am worth caring for.
Okay, I want you to just take a moment here. Really let this sink in. This is not just a nice little sentiment. It is the fundamental truth you need to anchor yourself to. Your worth is absolutely non-negotiable, period.
Okay, so once you start reinforcing that inner world, the very next step is to protect it from the outside, and that's where strong boundaries come into play. I want you to think of boundaries as your own personal gatekeeper. They aren't about shutting people out, it's about deciding who gets access to you and how. They're designed to protect your energy, your time, and your inner peace.
I love this metaphor because it's just so clear, right? Not everyone deserves the same level of access to you. A brick wall? That's for people who have proven they just can't be trusted. A gated fence lets you control the flow. You can open it for people who are in your trust. And that simple property line? That's for those healthy relationships where respect is mutual and it's just understood.
Knowing what kind of boundary to set is one thing, but actually holding that line, wow, that can feel incredibly difficult, especially if you're not used to it. So how do you actually do it? Here are some tools for your toolkit. First, remember this. No is a complete sentence. You don't owe anyone a 10-minute explanation. And that pause, that is your power moment. Instead of that knee-jerk yes, just give yourself a second to ask, is this truly right for me? A simple, firm, I'll have to pass is often all you'll ever need. So you're rebuilding your self-esteem, you're setting boundaries. Now for our final section, the journey forward. This is all about embracing the crucial fact that healing is a continuous journey, not some one-and-done destination.
So the crucial point here is to be patient with yourself and to give yourself some grace. Some days are going to feel like these huge victories, and other days, hey, just getting out of bed is the win. Both are valid. Both are progress. This isn't a race, it's a practice of consistently choosing yourself, one small, meaningful step at a time. Seriously, don't ever compare your path to anyone else's. Your timeline, your feelings, your needs, they are all uniquely yours. This whole process is about reclaiming your power to listen to your own inner wisdom and to make choices that honor where you are right now. You are the expert on your own healing.
And this brings us right back around, full circle, to that idea of transformation. This process, as difficult as it is, it forges incredible strength. The lessons you learn and the resilience you build, that becomes a core part of who you are. You don't just recover, you evolve.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. What is one small, simple action you can take to honor your journey?
Maybe it's one of those self-care tips we talked about, or maybe it's just repeating that powerful affirmation to yourself in the mirror. Whatever it is, take that step. You've more than earned it.